Bioshock, we're doing all the collectibles. We're on downtown Emporia, double A, gamer for life. Okay, all the collectible videos have got a few pictures in the beginning of the videos, kind of show you how many collectibles there are and map of the area. Anytime you get a little confused exactly where you're at or where the collectibles are, not the greatest pictures, but you can definitely get a good look at the map and the layout and where to go from there. Okay, now in the previous video, we got into the downtown area, and I'm throwing the collectibles at you as you would do the quest out here. Okay, so once you get up to the gate and you activate it, you know, the little chick, Elizabeth, puts her hand up there, and you know, it needs to be her mother's handprint and so on. They're gonna tell you to go to the cemetery to get her handprint. Basically, I guess the thing was you're gonna cut her hand off, but it don't happen like that. But anyway, once you get done with this and the quest updates, head over to the cemetery. We're gonna grab a few collectibles along the way before we get into the cemetery, and then the quest will activate.
I think it's time I paid my respects. Let's head to where she's buried.
Okay, so prior to this point, we looted all the bodies, and it's just time to move on. There's nothing left in this particular area. As you head through this gate, there's a telescope right there. You can go ahead and use that now. We are going to pass this spot a few times, so nevertheless, it's a good time to go ahead and get this done. Okay, so just keep going down here. The cemetery's right on the right. There's a place here on the left. Go ahead and go in there. Loot the area. I believe there's going to be a safe in there. So go ahead and open that up, get some money.
Can you help me out with this lock?
Okay, one of the things is that the only enemy that I've come across that will give a lockpick is a fireman. So when you're dealing with a fireman, do it in a way so his body doesn't get thrown off a ledge or something like that. A few times I actually had to reload the checkpoint because I did something and his body couldn't be found afterwards. So anyway, before going into the cemetery, we're going to just take the little broken path here. And that building that's bobbing up and down has got a voxophone in there. And we are going to be coming past this point again. So we could have done it then, but we're just going to go ahead and get it done now. Because after we get done in the cemetery, we're actually going to head back left through the Comstock Square and all that to get to the music store. Although the quest will let you go either way, but we don't want to go through the marketplace just yet.
I wonder if he's in there.
So just go ahead up in here, get your voxophone, any other loot there might be around, and then we're going to head into the cemetery.
These holes in the thin air continue to pay dividends.
Now, if you looked at the map pictures, when you go into the cemetery, it shows on the map that there's an infusion bottle in there, and I've wasted some time. I'm like, it's just not in the cemetery. So just follow the video. I don't know, by the end of the game, you might be one short or whatever, but the truth is that one bottle of fusion is not going to make the difference. You already got the achievements for the fusions and all that, so it's not a big deal. A little bit on the annoying side, you know, you pay money for a guide, and it shows an infusion there, but it's just not there. I backtracked, I redid the level, I've done all that, and there's no hooks, there's no way of getting on top of the buildings or anything. And I don't know, the infusion is just not there. If anybody knows about it, I'll be glad to add a note to the video. But anyway, just get up into the cemetery. Okay, this is just about the collectible. It's not about how to beat the siren on normal and easy level. It's not a big deal. On 1999 mode, it's a huge deal. But anyway, you come up here, equip your fire, and you gotta light these torches up to get this gate to open up. Okay, your next piece of gear will be in here. Okay, gear is really not part of any kind of collectible as far as any achievement. By this point in the game, you would have gotten at least 4 items of clothes to get that particular achievement. But you know, I bought the online pass, which gave you 4 pieces of clothes in the beginning. Anyway, after you beat the siren, it's time to leave. These two are here. Wait for the guy to hand you something. I don't know if it's a card or something, or he's just spewing it off here. And then that's going to activate the quest for the 3 tiers. 3 tears, excuse me. Anyway, so instead of going to the right, we're going to head left and head back through the square. Normally I would just cut right to the collectibles, but the level's kind of long, and so I'm kind of leaving some of the pass in so you know exactly how to get back and forth. Okay, so once you get down to the end of these stairs, there's going to be another wave of enemies down here. A couple of the rocket guys. I found that using the possession has been a big help. Anytime you're dealing with those rocket guys, just turn them green, and they're turning your allies, and when they're done, they just die. So anyway, just keep working your way back, and then you'll get to the music store, and that's going to activate your first tear right there. So
looks easy enough. All yours.
And before activating the tear, you want to make sure that you loot the area.
It's a tear.
There's something in there. Should I open it?
With this style of game, scavenging is like 60% of the game almost. I mean, obviously you need to look for your collectibles, for your achievements, but the infusions and all that, they upgrade you, so you got to do it. And you can't buy weapons and vigor upgrades if you don't have money, so
Found some money.
everybody, everything that you can loot, you got to do it. And obviously lockpicks are a big thing too, so you need to keep your eye out for them. Bag of 3, it's like, hell yeah. Also the dollar machines, you want to always look in them to see if they got lockpicks for sale. When you're pretty sure you got this area all looted, then go ahead and activate the tear, and then head off to the next one. Okay, it looks like this place is pretty well looted. Just remember when you activate a tear that it's going to drop a voxophone. I don't know if I just missed something right there on the floor or not.
You two are dead. I took your funeral photo.
Yes, and made an absolute hash of it.
One doesn't expect a picture of one's corpse.
To come across so lifelessly.
What did you mean before when you said Lady Comstock didn't belong here?
She's almost feral. It's like she's a reflection of... I don't know.
That's insanity. What proof would you have that Mr. Fink would hurt the Lutesses?
The
Okay,
Lutesses
so now that
told
we
me
got our voxophone,
Lutesses?
we're good to
When?
move on to the next area.
yesterday morning.
Rupert! They've been dead these 7 days.
Okay, our arrow is telling us to go back towards the Beggar's Alley, and I went down there. You might encounter a few enemies, but you don't really want to go back through the Beggar's Alley. You want to head back towards the square and head around to the marketplace via this direction. So once you get out of the music store, just basically hook a left. I'm pretty sure that you're not going to encounter any more enemies till we get into the market square. So, you know, hit the vending machines, do what you got to do. If you need some salt or ammo or whatever, and then head back in this direction. We've already collected everything in this particular area, so you're good to run all the way up to the next area where we're going to encounter more enemies in the square, or the market area, excuse me. Okay, so now we're heading into the market district, and there's going to be about a half a dozen or more guys out there, so take them out, and then we're going to jump back in with the next collectible video on how to find our next stuff. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.